Hey Flosstube, this is Amy. Hope you're having a great stitching week. I'm excited to be back with you and for us to get caught up on what all's been going on. For those of you that have been with me before, thanks for coming back. For those of you who are new, thank you for coming. If someone sent you to me, please let me know so I can thank them. I love our community we have here on Flosstube. It is amazing. I have been so blessed to just have some really neat communications with people from all over the world. So just off the top of my head, Spain, the Netherlands, Perth, Australia, I'm sure all over the United States. I think it'd be fun if you guys would tell me maybe where you're from in the comments. You could be as specific or as general as you would like. If you just want to say USA or England, that's fine. If you want to be more specific and tell me a more specialized area, that's fun too. But I would love to know where you all are from. It's just so awesome that we have this worldwide community, and it's fun to catch up with you when we have a chance. So thank you, thank you. I have gotten a lot done today. I was really busy getting work done, and then I decided I must be hungry. My tummy was rumbling, so I looked at the clock, and sure enough, it was way past breakfast time, so I ate some breakfast. As soon as I finished my breakfast, I decided I need my lunch. So I ate breakfast and lunch pretty much back to back. Now I have the energy to get some more stuff done. So, my mother came by this week and brought a big bag of old cross-stitch projects that I had given her throughout the years, and she has the big pieces on her wall. I have some big pieces that I've done like for my grandmother and that my mom has now, and those are still there, but she had a lot of little bitty smalls that she brought over, and it's just kind of fun to see those. You know, back in the day it was Ada and DMC floss. That was about it. So I remember when I first started cross stitching, it was I was probably about 12 years old, and I got really serious about it when we had a local Ben Franklin that was going out of business. And when they went out of business, they sold a bunch of their cross stitch kits for not much money. So I remember stocking up on those, and I'm sure that's what some of these pieces are from. But I look back at this and it's like, I don't want these. But it was fun. It's fun to kind of go back and look. So I thought I would let you laugh with me a little bit. So, Kiss the Cook. That was back in 92. Welcome. And these came with the little frames and the sticky board, and you can tell they're old. Another welcome. Oh, I did another Kiss the Cook. That must have been one from my mom and one from my grandmother. Here's one with hearts. So back in the 90s, hunter green and burgundy were the two colors. So it went from the blues and the mauves of the 80s to the hunter greens and burgundies of the early 90s. So I did hearts. I haven't even looked at all these yet. Recipe for a happy home. 92. I did vegetables like they were going out of style. We have carrots. And let's see. Oh, fruits. Apples. At one point, I had my kitchen decorated with apples. There's some more veggies in here somewhere. Oh, fruit. Blueberries. Oh, here's one that came out of the frame. Here's your mauves. It must have been the 80s. All the riches in the world cannot equal a home filled with love. Home is where the heart is. Ducks. Geese used to be big. More hearts. This one's really sweet. This was back in 91. a little bird with a heart, and the heart's roughly, and then I used just a 6-strand of DMC for the little bows. So that one's sweet. I might keep that one. More hearts. This is my Christmas one. Santa skating. I don't have a year on this one, but I might salvage this and do something different with it. So there's 2 keepers. Oh, 3 keepers. You guys that have been with me before, you know me in reading. It's a teddy bear with a book. From 92. He's cute. I like his sweater and his bow tie. So that's a keeper. Oh, this one's what my Santa was 91. My mom wrote on the back of it. Only a proud mom. And then here's a little bird one. Life has no ceiling except the one we ourselves place on it. Interesting. Those birds are sweet. But yeah, kind of fun to go down memory lane and see those. Sometime I'll have to get the big pieces, get pictures of those to share with you. And there's some pretty ones that were fun to do. So that was my blast from the past. I don't have any haul from this week after my Fat Quarter Shop shipment that I had. And I meant to tell you guys, when I got my shipment from Fat Quarter Shop, it was the first time I'd ordered from them. Everything was packaged so nicely. Each floss had an individual little plastic baggie that it was in, and everything was just super packed well and very nice. Talking about haul as well, you know that I'm in the Victoria Motto Sampler Shop Floss of the Month Club. Nancy Turner is amazing. She is so sweet to work with. She answers her emails immediately, and she's just a ray of sunshine. I wish I knew her in person. I wish that I could meet her because she is adorable. So she has right now her 12 Days of Christmas going on. If you haven't gone to her blog to post a comment, you need to post. And every day she's doing the most generous giveaways I've ever seen. So I was trying to post on her blog and I was having a hard time. And for some reason my Apple products, I wasn't able to post using my phone or tablet or anything like that. But I went to my husband's desktop Windows-based computer and it worked fine. So if anybody else is having trouble posting, try doing a maybe non-Apple product if you have one. What I really wanted to tell you about Victoria Motto is she has a birthday club, and all you have to do is email her with your month and day of your birthday. And I did that. I discovered her last December and bought a bunch of stuff to treat myself for my birthday. And then I joined her birthday club, and I actually won this month. I got the December birthday club treat that's coming my way. So I just thought it was going to be just kind of a grab bag of whatever she decided. And y'all, she's so adorable. She emailed me to see if I would be interested in any of her fabric. I've heard awesome things about her fabric. I said, yes, of course. I'm going to try her 28 count linen. At first I said linen and she was like, what count? I've got all these different options for you. And then she asked if I would like floss. It's like, sure, I love your floss. And she even was asking what colors I was needing. So she is above and beyond amazing to work with. So if you're not a part of either her floss club or her fabric club, I suggest you go over to her blog and check it out because she's amazing. Her floss comes in 20-yard skeins, and it's not much more than a 5-yard skein of specialty floss. So check her out. My autumn Quakers that I've been doing is all Victorian Motto colors. I did my own conversion. So mine's not going to look like anyone else's. I knew it wasn't going to look like anyone else's. I love the colors that Rosewood Manor Karen Klupa did. Her colors were beautiful. I just did not want to buy the Valdani threads for it because I had so much of the Victorian Motto that were already beautiful and I wanted to use. So I knew my autumn Quakers was going to be different than anyone else's. as of yesterday, it's going to be totally different than anyone else's in more ways than one. So yesterday, I think what happened is I went into just some delirious stitching. I stitched almost all day on this project, and I started it, and you know I've been not wanting to put it down, and I stitched and stitched and stitched. And I told you guys last week that I was so excited when I came around with my border, not the border, but the edge pieces, and I had done, you know, coming across the bottom, coming up the side, and I matched. Everything matched evenly. I was not off a stitch. It was perfection. So I was so excited about that. And then things happened. So I forgot to tell you last time that I was stitching along and, hang on, everything's backwards. Where is it? Hang on. Here. So I'm stitching along, and there's this really pretty circle, and I started stitching what was on the pattern, and I thought that looks like a K. Why am I stitching a K? And then I realized Karen Kluba, the designer, you're supposed to put your initial right there. So my last initial is S, so I took out the K and I put the S, and it works really well just to scratch your finger over those threads and kind of rub on it to get those holes out that weren't supposed to be there. So I got that done. Wasn't very smart. My K was very pretty, just didn't work for me. So no big deal. It was fixed. But yesterday I was stitching and stitching, and I was over in this section right here. Let me see. All this. Something happened with this motif, and I got it way too low. I was off. And I'm not talking a little bit off. I'm talking I stitched like for probably, oh gosh, maybe 10 hours yesterday, and then realized it was in the wrong place. And by then I had stitched things around it. So what I did is I put the date, gosh, it's totally backwards, sorry. Put the date right here. In the pattern, the date is supposed to go up here at the top where this little blank spot is. Right, I'm sorry, here. I decided I would put the date down here. I added a couple of motifs in to take up some space that were actually on the pattern. They're just in a different location. Handwork Maniac was talking on her channel that somebody told her it's not really messing up, it's just personalizing your project. So my Autumn Quakers got some major heavy duty personalizing so it won't look like anyone else's. I'm okay with that. I think in the past I wouldn't have been. And if I had noticed it early on, I would have definitely changed it. But after that many hours of stitching, I did not want to take it out. So it's going to be fine. Oh, I didn't tell you too. So I'm doing the date. I did this. I had it in my little Q-snap or my big Q-snap, and I'm stitching along and put the date in. And then I started looking at the pattern going, I'm not finding where I'm supposed to be. It's just not working. I realized I was upside down. So I went and changed it. I went ahead and put next year's date because that's when I will finish it. There's no way I'm going to finish this month. But yeah, stars. If I can't even get it up and down right, why am I thinking I'm going to have the motifs in the right place? But it's looking so pretty. So a lot of the bottom is finished. I've been skipping around. And really all I need is this top corner. That's all I need. I made working copies, and I'm using a highlighter to highlight things as I do them. Some of the little bitty where there's just this one color, one stitch here and there, I've skipped over, so I've been really meticulously going back through to make sure I get all those. You know, you think that's not going to matter too much, it's just one color here or there. Do I really need it? Yes, you really need it. Look at those, look like little berries. One color, one color, one color, one color. One stitch, one color, but it adds a lot to it. So yes, I have been obsessing over Autumn Quakers. The quote that I had this week, because I've just been laughing at myself because I am obsessed over this. Let me see if I can find it. It said, I'm often called obsessive. I don't think I am, but I agree that when I decide to go in one direction, I really go in that one direction. And that's by Nicholson Baker, out of an article called A Life in Writing. So I definitely went all out in that one direction and did not want to turn loose of it. And you guys have been very sweet to indulge me in my Autumn Quakers craziness and my delirious stitching that I've been doing. Probably I've learned a lesson not to go that long and that hard, especially without double checking myself. But I think it's pretty, and you know, I personalized it for me. So that's my Autumn Quakers. As far as other haul, I got some little colored pencils just to play with. I thought they were fun. I remember using these in high school anatomy class, the Prismacolors. I remember them being very nice. So I found a good deal on those. And then I found a place to put my little patterns. I love trucks. I love red trucks. I love galvanized steel. And I thought it would be fun to put patterns I haven't kitted up into that. So might as well be looking pretty while they're sitting there waiting on me. So guys, thank you so much for putting up with me and listening to me ramble. I know today was kind of rambling because I've just been laughing at myself, and I knew that you would understand the craziness, and hopefully I'm not the only one that does things like that. Just kind of off on a tangent and thinking I'm on the right track with something, and then ends up being very personalized. But so much fun, so much fun. So like I said, if you guys want to share where you're from, I would love it. I'm a Texas girl up in the Texas Panhandle, and I would love to hear where you're from. So if you don't mind, leave me a comment about where you are from, and I will visit with you next time. Thank you guys. Talk to you later. Bye, y'all.